You've been thinking about making a YouTube channel for quite a while. Now finally you've got your idea, you're all ready to go, you want to film, but then you realize you don't know so much about the technical side of these things. So I'm going to guide you through with 9 points on how to film a video for YouTube. Now the first thing you need, number one, is a camera. 2 options. One, you could spend quite a bit of money and get a dedicated video camera, but these can be very expensive. The quality of the film is excellent, but the expense is something to consider, especially if you don't really know whether video editing is going to be your thing way into the future. Maybe a dedicated camera is something you think about further down the road. For now, what you have, what everyone has in their pockets, is one of these. And the cameras are very good, easily good enough for starting out on a video channel. Now there are 2 kinds of smartphones. Apple phones have excellent cameras, really good cameras, but Apple phones are really expensive, and the files that they produce when you're making videos, the MOV files, are very memory heavy and can be difficult for editing software to manage sometimes. So that needs to be a consideration. Android phones, some of the top-end Android phones have excellent cameras. They're generally cheaper than iPhones. The files that they produce, the MP4 files, are much more manageable, much more easy for editing software to deal with. Number 2, the next consideration, is microphones. Now, these obviously have a built-in microphone, but if you record something using only this microphone, to be honest, it sounds terrible. What you want to buy is a dedicated microphone. Now I use a lavalier microphone which clips on here and is attached to a cable that runs to the camera. This is this is a Rode SmartLav Plus. There's a link to the Amazon thing in the link below. It's very good quality sound, etc. The one problem with this is it is attached to a cable. There are more modern lavalier mics which are clip-on and they're wireless, and you can walk around while you're using them. It's much more convenient. Again, I'll put a link in the description below to those. So you got your camera, you got your microphone. Number 3, you need a tripod, because you need a stable image. Holding your phone like this or something, it's not good enough, right? You need a stable image, so you need a tripod. And a big thing here to say is always film the camera horizontal. Why, you ask? Okay, horizontal is for YouTube, like this, also television, and so on. Your eyes are horizontal. Horizontal is the natural thing. However, smartphones today, lots of people watch their videos vertically. Maybe you're not filming for YouTube. Maybe you're thinking of putting this video on TikTok or something like that, where it's a vertical format. Still film horizontally, because you've got so much more flexibility. If you film horizontally, if you decide you want to change it to a vertical format, it's very easy to just cut down the sides of the video to make it vertical. However, if you film vertically and you want to expand that to fill a horizontal format, it's very difficult, and you finish up with an image that's just a bit rubbish, really. So always film with the camera horizontally. Number 4, always film with your camera on eye level. Now, how you position yourself depends on personal preference or what you're doing, etc. Maybe you're sitting down like me, maybe you're standing up, it doesn't matter. You got to have the camera on the tripod positioned on the level with your eyes. The reasons for this, if you're looking down at the camera or looking up at the camera, it looks a bit strange. So it's far better to have it on eye level. Watch some videos on YouTube, watch some people who are doing these kind of talking head videos, and you realize everybody puts the camera on eye level because you want to feel like you're talking to a person. And that means looking them in the eyes. Okay, consideration number 5, lighting. There are so many different ways that you could light a video. I will, in a few weeks, do an entire video all about the subject of lighting. But at a basic level, you're starting out, I think you've got 2 real options. One is film in front of a window and have the natural light coming in. Natural light is probably just the best kind of light there is, but maybe that's not an option. Maybe you don't have a suitable place in your house where you can do that. Maybe you film at night, whatever. So the second option is to use one of these ring lights. This is good because it illuminates your face quite evenly. Also, you can solve the problem of the tripod and the ring light because you can buy these tripod ring light combos where the camera sits in the middle and the ring light is around it. This is a very, very good option. Again, there's a link to an Amazon option in the link below. Now, consideration number 6. Front camera or rear camera? What are you going to use? Well, there are advantages and disadvantages to both. Now, the advantage of using the front camera, the principal advantage, is its better quality. The selfie camera, is usually slightly less quality. This one is the better quality. However, today, they're pretty good, so that might not really be a consideration. The advantage of using the selfie camera is you can see yourself here. So you can see what is being filmed. You can see that you're in the frame, all of that kind of thing. You can check that by looking at the image. The problem is you have a tendency to talk to the image of yourself. And if you're doing that, because you're only like a meter from the camera, your face is very, very obvious. Your eyes, it becomes obvious that your eyes are not looking into the camera lens. And it's really important to look into the lens. If you're talking to the image of yourself off to one side, you're constantly watching that. People can recognize that. They see that you're not looking in the eyes. The whole point of making a video like this is to appear that I'm talking directly to you, the audience, in which case I need to look directly into the camera lens. I personally use this because then there's no other option. There's nothing else to see. You just see this, so you talk directly into the lens. Item number 7. You've got everything set up. You've got your camera on the tripod. It's all at the eye level. You've got your clip-on mic. You've got everything. It's a front camera, everything. Before you press play, always remember to clean the lens. It's such an easy thing to forget, but if you've got some greasy finger mark accidentally on the lens, you're going to get filmed, you're going to finish everything, you're going to sit down and look at it, and it's going to be all out of focus because you've got a greasy finger mark on the lens. So just give it a quick clean with some cotton wool or something like that, just to make sure that there's no grease on the lens. So you've got everything balanced, sorted out, camera's ready, everything's in position. So now you press play and start to talk. No, you got to think about one more thing. Number 8, what you got to do once you press play is 2 things. Clap and count 1, 2, 3, and then start talking, right? Why do you do this? Well, this puts a mark on the video. If during the editing process, for some reason, you lose the synchronization between the audio and the video, this clap allows you to realign those 2 things. Very, very useful. It will save you hours of time if you happen to lose synchronization for whatever reason. And the counting 1, 2, 3 gives you a space at the beginning of the film that you might need in the editing process. If you just start talking immediately, you don't have a little bit extra, and you might, for whatever reason, you might need that little bit extra. So it's very, very good to just not speak immediately, but just give you that extra. Equally, at the end, after you stop talking, count 1, 2, 3 before you switch off the camera. Because otherwise what will happen is you will finish talking and you will get an image of yourself doing this, which you don't want. Little 1, 2, 3 before you switch off, just to give you that little extra piece on the end. Believe me, when it comes to editing, you will be very grateful to have those pieces. One other consideration, number 9, how do you film? Do you film as one long take, or do you film in pieces, stopping each time? It depends what kind of video you're making, really. I have another channel, the link is below, where the videos conveniently break into 5 easy pieces. So I can film each piece individually multiple times till I get it right. This that I'm doing here, where I basically want one long piece of talking, I'm filming one single file, which I will then chop out any errors and so on to get it looking neat and well organized. Now, editing, don't really have enough time to talk about this right now, but it's something that we will talk about next time. Editing is the next step of the process. So watch the next video and we'll find out how to edit.